Sorry on that. All right. Sabbath service is now in session. So, Amaja means to rise. Upanyakidon means to turn and face the east, which would be this way. First, we're going to do the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Kadash, Haya, Shimka, Yahweh, Malapaka, Daba'a, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathanlanawa, Lakum, Call, Yawam, Wasalaknanawa, Kawatinawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawatianawa, Wala'a, Tabayanawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Havashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, La'aiwalumyum, Aman. So what we just read in the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Most High in Christ. So now this is the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Babakushai, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Hakak, La Rapa'ah, Kal Maka'ala, or Kal Marawa, Hakak, La Tahor, Hamatazarium, Hakak, La Haklium, Hamathium, Hakak, Arakawath, Hatama'ala, La Gorishan, Bahashem Yahushai, the water, Amen. So now, the power of what we just read in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. Next, we're going to read Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasharala, Waha Bayath, Saparium, Barak Bahasalaki, Barak, Bahashem Yahushua, the water, Amen. So now, this is Bless Israel, what we just read in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. Lucky. Next, we're going to read Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahariah, Mayan, Mayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shabayam, Warataza, Ayatan, Lamawat, Regarka, Ayanawam, Shambarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashun, Shabamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al, Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makol Rai, Yashamar, Napashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'atka, Wabawa'aka, Mayatha, Wa'aid, Iwalam. So now this is Psalms 121 in the English, what we just read. I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Next, we're going to read Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, al damayalaka, al takarash, wa al tashquat, al kayahana, al byabyaka, yahama yawan, ra'ash, al aimaka, ya iram yawa, sawada, wa yata, ya aitazawa, al tazapawanka, marwa, lakawa, wanakidam, magal, Wala'a Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Noa Aitazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Barya, Yakaratwa, Aholia, Adawam, Wa Yashamai, Alium, Salaki, Alayam, Moa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa Imawan, Wa Imalak, Palashah, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Salaki, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Selah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabian, Banakal, Kayashawan, Nashamadwa, Bayan, the Arwa, Hayawa, Daman, La Dama, Shayathama, Nada, Yatmatwa, Karab, Wakazaba, Wakazaba, Wakatazal, Manai, Kal Nasayakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Narashua, Alanawa, Nawa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayathama, Kagala Gula, Kakwash, Lapanya Rakwa, Ka'ash, the Ba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, the Lahat, Harayum, Kan, Salaki, Kantha Dharma, Basairika, Wabasa, Wapathka, the Bahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kolawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shimka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahadwa, Ayaid, Wayakaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'itwa, Kaya Atha, Shimka, Yahawa, Labatka, Ayawan, Al, Ka, Ha'arataza. Most High in Christ. What we just read, Psalms 83, now we're going to read in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes is Zabah and Alzamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Most High Christ. Next, we're going to read the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers in the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to thy school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushua, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is, the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua, thank you always, so be it. Sorry, Christ. Sorry means to turn. Yeshabia means to be seated. We'll get started here in a second. All right. Oh, sorry. Oh. Got that. All right. Good. That's what I need there. See where we at. Where are we at in the Torah this week? Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. That's not what I want. Pinned messages. That's what I want. That's not what I want. Here we go. That's not okay. Well, maybe I overlooked it. That's February, March, May. All right. So we are Exodus 30. So 32 and 2. Let's see. It says 32 and 2. See if we can count this off real quick. So that's 35, 34 verses. Yeah. 34 plus 23. 34 and 20. All right, 34, 15. That would be 9 verses. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we 8 plus 35, 40. 1, 2, 3. 43. So Exodus 36 and 7. Let's try there. 36 and 7. All right, Exodus 36 and 7. Let's try to get it in blue letter. No, let me see if I can get it in my other app. Exodus 36 and 7. Yes. Bear with me. Hold on. Okay. Exodus 36 and 7. All right. So Exodus 36 and 7. Yeah, okay. Okay. Wahamalaka Hayata da daya da da daya dayayam lakal hamalaka la 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 looks like la Aisha what la Aisha what ah atha atha mm, atha waha waha what what utar. All right, that's 30, Exodus 36 and 8. Why it's not why why Aisha call Hakam Laab Ba Shaya uh, Hama Hamalaka Ah Atha Ham Hama Hamasha Hamashakan Hamashakan I yes okay I Aishar Ya Ya Raya Ya Raya Aita Sha'ash or Sha'ash right books that one Masha Mashazar Wa Wa the Wa the Wa the Kalath Wa Wa okay. Wa Ra Gun Wa the Wala Ayath Ya or Salaki Shana Shana Ya Ka Ka Ra Ka Ra Bayam Karabayam Ma Ai Sha Hasha Hasha'ab I Shaya A Atam Atam. Okay, let's start back at Exodus 36 and 7. Keep that in the KJV. I should just stay there for that. Okay. So Exodus 36 and 7. I'll read it in the English now. This is book of Exodus 36 and 7. For the stuff they had was sufficient for all the work to make it, and too much. And every wise hearted man among them that wrought the work of the tabernacle made 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue and purple and scarlet, with cherubims of cunning work made he them. The length of one curtain was 20 cubits, the breadth of one curtain for 4 cubits, and the curtains were all one size. And he coupled the 5 curtains one unto another, and the other 5 curtains he coupled one unto another. 11. And he made loops of blue on the edge of one curtain from the selvage in the coupling. Likewise, he made the uttermost side of another curtain in the coupling of the second. 12. 50 loops made he in one curtain, 50 loops made he in the edge of the curtain which was in the coupling of the second. The loops held one curtain to another. I'll start 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. 13. He made 50 taches of gold and coupled the curtains one unto another with the taches, so it became one tabernacle. Most High Christ. So, let me see. So when you read up, this is actually going into the design, or kind of what we would call today the what's that? Those the people that make the the architecture or whatever, or the blueprint for the sanctuary. You understand? This is what this is going into, and this is one example of why there's no excuse for not to know how to serve the Lord, or why people think, well, you can interpret this and you can interpret it that way. No, this is why it says there's only one interpretation of the Lord, because down to how he wants the curtains not only to be made but designed, he gives every instruction here in the Bible. Every instruction. There's nothing in life you should feel like you can't understand or get, because he gives instructions down to the curtain, down to how many like I said, matter of fact, let me read that part again where it said he down to 50 loops in one curtain, 50 loops made he in the edge of the curtain which was in the coupling of the second. The loops held one curtain to another. Like he gave the exact design. I mean, if you don't make it like this, you're not following the Lord. If you made the Lord's sanctuary and you did not design these curtains to be exactly like this, you were not obedient to the Lord. You were wrong. You were disobeying the law. And that's how serious this is. Like, obeying the Lord is what matters. And he's not going to make it. That's why scripture says, matter of fact, let's go get it real quick. Hold on. 1 John. Okay, 1 John 5:3. 1 John 5:3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. So we just read about the sanctuary and those curtains. That's a part of his commandments, right? And then it says, and his commandments are not grievous, meaning they're not hard to keep. It's not hard to do this, because he's going to make sure you know exactly what he wants. That's why it's not grievous, because you're going to know exactly what he wants from you. There's not going to be any ifs, ands, or buts about it. Well, I just feel like maybe, doesn't matter. Don't worry. We can go see if what you feeling is absolutely true or absolutely false. But I guarantee you it's one or the other. There is no gray area with serving the Most High God. There is no gray area. You understand? It's either it's the law and you keep it, or it's not against the law and it doesn't pertain to you. It's very simple. There is no middle ground. Let's go back to it. Exodus, where we at? 36. I want to look up one word before we keep going. Let me see if I can get this real quick. Y'all gotta excuse me. Nose running. Lord. Let me see. There we go. Touches. I wanted to see what this word touches really meant. So you gotta excuse me. See, even when I'm teaching, I like to learn too. Oh, touch is just a hook. So 50 hooks. That's what it was saying. A knob or belaying pin. Let's attach. Okay. Makes sense. Attaches, attach, hook, same thing. That makes sense. So it's a hook or an attachment. So Exodus 13. All right, now we're gonna go from 14. Try to get it. Let's get that in Hebrew. 36. Oh, let me get back to the Hebrew. If I can find it. There we go. 36 and 113. There we go. No, 13, right? All right. There we go. All right. It took me back. Why did it take me all the way back there, though? Let's see if I can do it quicker this way. There we go. All right. Exodus 36 and 13 in the Hebrew. All right. All right. So I Aisha. I probably butchered that one. Yeah. Ha Ha Masha Ha Masha Ya'um. All right. Quara Sa Quarasha Quarasa. Uh Zahab. Waya Habar. Atha Atha Ahat Ahat Ahath Allah Ahath. Okay. Salaki. Ba Qua Qua Ra. Yeah. Qua Ra Sayam Waya Ha Hamasha 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 Khan Hamasha Khan. All right. Ahad Ahad. Hold on. A cud. No, yes. A cud. Uh, cud. Why is that not the same? Okay. A cud. 13. All right, let's see. Verse 14. Why Aisha? Why Aisha? Uh, Yara Ya I Isa Yum, La Hull, Ila Ila Ha Hama Ha Hamasha Khan, Aisha Tha, Aisha Tha, Aisha Aisha Ra, uh, Yara Ya, Aitha, I Aisha, uh, uh, Atham. Sorry, Christ. All right. So now let's get that in English. Exodus 36 and 14. Gonna get it in English now. And he made curtains of goat's hair for the tent over the tabernacle. 11 curtains he made them. The length of one curtain was 30 cubits, and 4 cubits was the breadth of one curtain. The 11 curtains were of one size, and he coupled 5 curtains by themselves, and the 6 curtains by themselves. And he made 50 loops upon the uttermost edge of the curtains in the coupling, and 50 loops made he upon the edge of the curtain which coupleth the second. And he made 50 taches or attachments of brass to couple the tent together, that it might be one. And he made a covering for the tent of ram skin dyed red, and a covering of badger skin above that. And he made boards for the tabernacle of shittim wood standing up. What was I? Okay. There we go. Okay, so again, obviously this is going into more of the breakdown of how the infrastructure of the sanctuary is, the tabernacle. You see, yeah. All right. One second, let me see something. Okay. Okay. All right. So now we start from 21. We get it in Hebrew again. All right. So this is Exodus 36 and 21. Ishar, excuse me, Ishar, Ah, Amath, Ama, Amath, Ara, Arak, Hakwa, Hakorash, Hakorash, Wa, Ama, Wa, Wahatazah, Wahatazaya, Ha, Ma, Ha'ama, Rahaab, Hakwa, Rosh, Ha, Ha, Hadah, 22, Shah, Shataya, or Shata, Ya, Yadath, La, Kwa, Rash, La, Korash, Ha, Had, Mashallah, Bath, Ahat, Allah, Ahat, Khan, Sha'a, Lakal, Kwarasha, Hama, Hamasha, Hamashakan, 23, Waya, Waya Aisha, Atha, Ha Kwara Shayam, Lama, Shakan, Aisha Rayam, Kwarashayam, Kwarashayam, La Pa, yeah, La Pa Ath, La Pa'ath, Na Nagab, Thaya Mana, Thaya Mana. Alright. Alright, so now let's get it in English. Exodus 26 and 21. The length of a board was 10 cubits, and the breadth of a board 1 cubit and a half. One board had 10 tenons. Let's see what that means. That tenons. Yeah, Lord. Tenants, hand of a man, strength, power, part, portion, sign, monument, God. So, hold on, did I click the right one? Yeah. Okay, two tinions. So 22. One board had two tinions, equally distant one from another. Thus did he make for all the boards of the tabernacle. And he made boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards for the south side southward, and 40 sockets of silver he made under the 20 boards, two sockets under one board for his two tinions, and two sockets under the other board for his two tinions. Wow. This really goes in depth. Just really break it down, man. Like you don't understand anything, you just come back to the instruction. These are literally like instructions on how to do. This is all, that's what the Bible is, an instruction on how to do manual for life. That's what the Bible is. This is giving you instructions on how to build the sanctuary at the tabernacle. But anything you need in life, you can find in the scriptures. You got instructions on how to do it according to God. This is why you got to come to the priest of the Lord. You understand? This is why it's called the work of the Lord, because understanding his word ain't something you just wake up and open a book and now you understand. That ain't how it works. The Lord's spirit has to be with you. That's that Holy Spirit. The Lord is not putting his spirit on everybody that opens the Bible. That's what you got to understand. The Lord even have instructions on who is going to have his spirit to break down his word. You understand? And I'm going to be going into that in the later class. But everybody you can't just open the Bible and now the Lord with you. No. The Lord got to want to put his spirit on you. That's why the scripture says, I'm paraphrasing, one man plants, another man water, but the Lord gives the increase. I mean, it don't matter how much somebody try to feed into you or you try to feed into you. If the Lord is not with you, the Lord is not with you. And all the reading in the world is not going to change that. You got to show yourself approved to the Lord. And until you do, and guess what? There's instructions on how to do that. And until you do that, I don't care how many sweet Jesuses you do. I don't care how many Sunday services you serve. I don't care how much you serve America. The Lord will not be with you. Let's keep reading. 25. And for the other side of the tabernacle, which is toward the north corner, he made 20 boards. And there are 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board and 2 sockets under another board. And for the side of the tabernacle westward, he made 6 boards. And 2 boards made he for the corners of the tabernacle, 2 sides. Man, the Levites were definitely construction workers also. Like, they was putting in work. Every city they went to, they had to build the tabernacle, had to build this, build everything according to the exact measurements the Lord said. I mean, the Levites were real construction workers. They put in work. No wonder they knew who to come enslave. We've been doing this since ancient times. You understand? Egypt knew who to enslave. That's how they made their pyramids, right? Every nation knew to come get us for a reason. Why? Because they know what they're doing. Man, when they make work and they work be perfect, little do they know we're making everything according to the Lord. Well, maybe they do know that. Matter of fact, I think they do know that. I think it's just us. We don't know that. Reading on. 27. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward, he made 6 boards. 28. And 2 boards made he for the corners of the tabernacle in the 2 sides. All right. All right, so now we're going to get 29 in the Hebrew. 29 in the Hebrew. Exodus 36 and 29. Exodus 36 and 29 in the Hebrew. All right. Wahaya. The wa or no. Is that? No, it is. Right. The wa a ma'am. The wa amam. Mala ma. Mala ma ta'a. Waya ha dawa. Ya Yahaya a Thamayam Allah Ra'at Shah Allah Hata Ba Aita Ha Ha Ha'a Ha'a Kata. No, that's that's the Khan or yeah Khan I Sha'a La Shanaya Hum La Shanayahum La Shanaya Ha Ma Makwa Tzaza Aita Exodus 36 and 30. Waha Ya Shamana Kwa Kwarashayam Kwarashamyam Wa'adana Yaha'am Kasap Shasha Aishar that's a lot. Yeah. Adanayam Shanaya Adanayam Shanaya Adanayam the Hath Ha Korash Ha Ahad (31) Exodus 36 and 31. Waya Aish Baraya Haya Itazaya Shata Shatayam Hamasha Laquara Shaya Taza Taza La I Taza La I Taza Lai Hamasha Hamash Hamashakan Hath. All right, let's get it in English. So Exodus 36-29, and they were coupled beneath and coupled together at the head thereof to one ring. Thus he did to both of them in both the corners, 30. And there were 8 boards, and their sockets were 16 sockets of silver, under every board 2 sockets, 31. And he made bars of shittim wood, 5 for the boards on the one side of the tabernacle, 32, and 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the tabernacle for the sides westward, 33. And he made the middle bar to shoot through the boards from the one end to the other. And he overlaid the boards with gold, and made their rings of gold to be places for the bars, and overlaid the bars with gold. I would love for like an architect or someone to read this and draw this out. So like I want to get a visual of this. And maybe there is somewhere someone probably did it, but I want to see a visual of it. This would be dope. This would be real dope. Let me see. 20, 30, 32, 35. And he made a veil of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, with cherubims made he it of cunning work. Oh, excuse me. Most High in Christ. Yeah, this would have been a dope layout. This would have definitely been a dope layout. All right, so now we're going to read 35, 36. Let's see, yep, 36 in the Hebrew. So let me get that. Exodus 36 and 36 in the Hebrew. Excuse me. So, Waya Aisha La'ah Araba Iha Iha I Ma Imawadaya Imawadaya Shatayam Waya Tiza Pa'am Zahab Wawayaham Zahab Waya Tizak Laham Ara Arabaya, Idanaya, Kasap, 37. Waya Aish, uh, Ma Masak, 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 La La Path- La Patha, Ha